Hey, we're at it again. We're going to Whaley Lake. We're going back to Whaley Lake. Remember the 1905 Pullmanette car that we found there from the elevated railway down in the Bronx or Brooklyn or Manhattan? We're still not quite sure. Old Mayor Fiorello LaGuardia knew. He brought him up to Whaley Lake. He built Camp Sanita Hills for the sanitation workers and their families to go on vacations. Well, Caitlin and I found it first. Then I brought Terry down there, and Terry and Kathy and I explored, and we found even more and more and more. And then Terry and I went back and found the siding. Have you seen that video? We'll reference it right here, right now. You're going to catch up on that one. Today we're going back down. We're going to come in from the north. We're going to look for any evidence based on 1940s and 1955 maps of where they were on the north part of the lake. Ready? Let's go. Okay, gang, not sure how this is going to work, but you see my little mouse moving up here? Right about here. That's Sanita Drive to Mountain View Drive. We're out in Whaley Lake, and this guy right here is the pump house. And we parked Sam in our first prior video right about here. We walked up this pathway here, and right there, that's our existing 1905 wood-bodied rail car. Now, this is 2021. So let's come over here and let's change the perspective back into the 1940s. Okay, and we can still see our rail car right here. That's a Pullmanette. If you come up Mountain View Drive, watch what comes into view here. Hopefully this will come up. All these little guys right here, these are all Pullmanettes. And I do believe they had 80 some odd units up in there. These are all 1905 rail cars, all set up right here. So let's see how that came out. Let's see how this works out. So follow around this little white arrow here. Let's say that's Terry and I. We're coming over Route 55 from Poquag heading towards Pawling. And right here, this is called Little Pond Road. And what we're proposing on doing is going in this Little Pond Road, like so, all the way down. And it goes down through the woods, and it's dirt, and it's going to be muddy, and it's going to be cold, and it's going to be nasty. But we're hoping to get to a spot. Bear with me here. Let's see. Moving the little mouse. We're hoping to get to this spot right around here. Now, this body of water right here is Little Whaley Lake. And the reason we're hoping to get to this spot is we're going to walk this way over to right about here. And when we bring over the 1955 map of this same area, let me point out these little guys right in here. Now you might notice those shapes. They look like little top hats. Let's go out a little bit, and they kind of pop out a little better right here. Those are all 1905 railroad car Pullmanettes that the sanitation department had brought up here. We're on the northern part of Sanita Hills now. We're going to go in there today, and we're going to try to find any evidence of foundations or footings or anything at all of these guys all in here. Here is, let me get the scroll over there. This is the current rail trail. There's one section of rail down and a trail alongside of it. This is the old Maybrook line. And of course, this over here is Whaley Lake, Big Whaley Lake. All right, let's go. Okay, we've arrived, and here we are back at the immortal scene of the crime. Right up there is where we're going. We just wanted to document it, Terry and I. on this brisk Sunday morning here at Whaley Lake to document and catch up on the old 1905 rail car, the last one left, and to see if it's still standing. And we do see from here that it indeed still is. And we were just kind of worried about the snow load. We've had a couple of somewhat decent snowstorms in the last few weeks, and we just want to see. Okay, we're here. She's still up. So what we're going to be doing when we do get over to the final destination of today's video is, we're assuming this was pretty standardized. The masons would have built relatively the same kind of footings and foundations for these Pullman cars. So we're going to be looking for anything that can pinpoint what looks like that. And one there, one on the other end. Unfortunately, a couple more snowstorms and this old girl will be down on the ground in the middle. It's almost there. It does. What do you think, Terry? You think she sagged a little bit from the last time we were here last year?
It does look like it's got
it does. It does look like it. Anyway, we thought this is only a few miles out of our way for today's video, but we said, you know, we're going to be this close, we have to go back. It's kind of like an old friend, isn't it, Terry? You got to go visit it every now and then. There she is.
Was a lounge chair.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an aftermarket effect. He's going in, folks. So, Terry, what do you do in the sanitation department?
I sweep from one side of the street to the other, and then on the weekends I come up here and rest. This is nice. I got a view of the mountain.
Oh boy, well, it's really nice of the mayor and the commissioner to allow you and your family a weekend of rest in the country, isn't it?
Yeah, especially since I'm a Democrat and they're Republicans. My hat's off to them. Maybe Fiorello can read to me some more cartoons.
Oh yeah.
On the paper.
Well, here we are. Oh, Mr. Terry.
You kids are... Get off my doorstep.
And there you have it, folks. One end of the car to the other. And he lived to tell about it. All right, I came around here and this side, and that one last remaining 3-paned transom window that's still complete, not shot out with BB guns and 22s, is still there. Glad to hear. All right, we're down in here. We got way back in Little Pond Road. We parked the truck and we are at the extreme northern tip of Little Whaley Lake. We've got some infrastructure here. We've got what looks like maybe an old pumping house. Yeah, an old pump house. Yep. Concrete block. Well, son of a gun. You know what that is?
Gas pump?
That's an old pump.
Not a gas pump though.
No. Nope. Okay. Way out here in the middle of nowhere, we've got a 3-transformered, fairly high conducive telephone pole that carried electricity. Came upon this old gem, and with the writing on it, we figure this must be
Hey, I'm in here.
this is absolutely a or the latrine. Yep.
Down in that neck of the woods.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's a big pit down there. We're not going any farther than that. But we found a latrine. Very private. You would have had screens on the front. Very well ventilated. Yeah. Up there on the hills, a latrine. I came from back there. We're going down this road. Now this road was what we, upon peering at the 40s, late 40s and 1955 aerial images, what we've proclaimed as, quote, the main road. So we feel we're getting close to the area where the major conglomeration of pullmanettes would have been. Now Terry, down there I'm looking at another telephone pole, actually an electrical pole at this point. Look at the size of that. Look at the size of that transformer. See it?
Yeah.
Straight through. Yep, so we think we're getting close. And today's objective is to find evidence of concrete block foundations and footings.
Or did they have like a community?
There's a catch basin and some what appears to be a crude elementary version of sewerage, maybe septic. But here's another road. That's the main road we were just on. There's another road. We're going to go down this way because there's a big flat spot down there that overlooks the big Whaley Lake. Oh, look.
You got 3 roads
Look,
here.
look. Blacktop.
Look at that.
This was a blacktop road. This was a blacktop road right here, folks. We're getting there. Ooh, we're excited now. It's 4-inch. So that looks like a 4-inch galvanized, clearly a water pipe. 3-inch galvanized water pipe. And it comes right underneath the road here. Right here. And it goes on up. So Terry's on his way down and I'm going to follow him to a big, beautiful old stone building in the middle of the woods. What can go wrong? Well, would you look at that? That's that big 3-inch main that goes up. It's just chock full of water. And it was hooked to this union right here. Somebody broke the union. There's the piece of pipe that was connected. Look at this. Look at that crack. That's a crack in that main pipe. And oh, we're almost there. I bet Terry's already in it. This has got to be the pumping station. Oh, look at this. Wow. What you got up there, buddy?
Concrete roof. This is a cistern.
It's a cistern.
You go through that door, there's a platform. A piece of 6-inch casing came up. And probably where they had a pump station. 2 lines going into this section, which is not accessible. There isn't even a hatch up here.
Now let me ask you a burning question. It's been on my mind since I was 10 years old. If it's a girl, it's a cistern. If it's a boy, it's a brotherin.
It's a his turn.
Sorry, folks. I had to. Ah, look at this. Yep.
Hello?
There he is. I'll be right up. We're up on top now. Yep, big old cistern. Did you see that pipe pissing water down there? And did you look at the piece of pipe after it? Hit the big, long, vertical crack on it from frost. Terry, turn around. We got one. Hey, on camera, high five. We got one. Right there and right there. Wow. There's two excited, happy guys right there. We found what we came looking for.
That's prime real estate there too.
That is prime real estate. Let's jump down.
Goes down
there it is, kids, ladies and gents, ladies and germs. There's one, and there's the other. Now, if you notice, this is made of fieldstone.
I was just about to say, it's interesting to notice that they use different stuff.
Not concrete block. So could this be one of the earlier ones? And they decided
to do with how accessible stone is.
Yep. Now, right here.
That's where the footprints for the trucks were.
Yep. You're looking at history here, folks.
I'm looking at acorns.
He's looking at acorns. Okay, there's the first one of the day. Let's go see if we can find some more. Oh, Terry, way down yonder. Take a gander.
Oh, man.
Let's go look.
Yep.
There's the first one we just found. Here's the second one. Oh, that's the footing right there? Yeah. Yeah.
That was probably the top.
So when the dozers came in and destroyed all this, there's what's left of it, but it would have been right here. And then if you go over the standard length, here's the second one, also of fieldstone. And oh, you're right, Terry, way up there on the hillside is our number 3. Is number 3.
And this is the closest one, and over there's the other end of it.
Yep. No, right there, look. Here we go. So this was your,
okay, so then
some of your water intake.
All right, so that's a neighbor up there. So we got 4.
I'm going to turn that on just to be safe. There.
Is nothing coming out?
Nothing coming out. Get hold of the water department. Oh, could that be the top of a milk bottle? It sure is. That's the top of a milk bottle right there, kids. Yep. Almost went in the drink. I got my highly modified Pro Kids on today. All right. Here we go. We made it.
Oh, your bucket's got a hole in it.
Oh, my bucket's got a hole in it.
Beer.
And I ain't got no beer. There's a man-made beam right there, Terry, look. Right there.
Yep.
Squared off, I would say 12 by 12. So, this was their elementary, crude and rude method of getting water and disposing of water, of wastewater. All right, so what are we up to, number 3? Yeah, this is number 3. Comes over to here, to right here. Right here. That's one. But then just beyond it, is that one just beyond it?
Yeah, and so I'm not sure
So,
if that one and then, or that one. You know,
yeah. Could have been from that one that way,
I think
was
this is too
one.
much of a spread. No, I don't know.
No, this
It's
is
really
about
hard to
right.
tell.
And it's these two, I'm going to say these two were definitely one. And look what we've got going on here. Nope, that's a field stone. Sorry, I thought that might have been a brick. This is flag. Slag. A really old piece of glass. Look at that. That's over 1/4 inch thick.
Well, the windows, some of those
Frosted.
windows were 1/4
Yeah,
inch, the
yeah.
side ones.
So again, just to reiterate and refresh why we're getting so excited. This is a different angle, Terry.
So the next one's got to be on the other side.
Next one's got to be over there. More glass. More glass. Burned glass. So that's telling me they burned some of these down. They didn't just destroy them with dozer blades. They burned some of them. So because this one goes off at this angle, we need to go over there and try to find that one. But just, again, just to refresh.
Asbestos roofing.
Asbestos roofing. Yep, right there. And what's this? Pottery? Oh no, what is that? What do we got there, Terry?
That was...
Ceramic?
No, that was a lid to a toilet.
Oh. Interesting stuff here, folks.
Toilet.
Sorry, let me finish the thought. Just to refresh, if you're jumping on midship here, these are, there it is right there. These are the footings from the 1905 New York City 2nd Avenue, 9th Avenue, 4th Avenue elevated railroad cars that were in New York City that were commandeered by Fiorello LaGuardia and Commissioner Carey. Here it is, right here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We just discovered 4 of them, Terry.
I don't know what this is. Something
That were brought up here to the Pawling, New York area of Whaley Lake. That's Whaley Lake down there. So this would have been all cleared and clear cut, and they would have had a beautiful vista view of the lake. And they gave their sanitation workers week-long and 2-week-long vacations with their families to come up and stay in these renovated pullman cars, which they termed pullmanettes. Oh, way over there, I see another one. Way, way over. So let me get down off my perch here. This is poured concrete, and it goes all the way up there with steps. You're right, here's a step. So this would have been a sidewalk.
So that was number...
That was number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, we got number 6 up there.
So we got 5 and 6. Let's go find them. All right, we're at number 5 here, and where Terry is the other side of number 5. And this definitively proves that each and every one of these Pullmanette cars had running water, flush toilets, and electricity. There's some more glass. Screws. So this is 5, and he's got 6 on the hill up above it. Here it is. Number 6, still fieldstone. And there's the other one. That's number 6. Terry's got number 7. Whaley Lake. And right here, it goes way down. This is not the one you wanted to have small children at. No, no, no. Here's number 7. Tiny one over there. This would have probably been a patio right here. This concrete pad. Think of the resources it took and the manpower. And, you know, let's not rule out the money that it took. Here's number 7. So here, over to that one, number 7. And Terry's yelling out, he's got number 8.
About that big on the end of number 8.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What Terry's talking about is the magnitude and size of that red oak right there. With, here's what I like. Being a bit of a forester and a sawmill guy, look at that black birch tree that has
that has suckered off of this red oak.
Ooh, a natural graft.
A natural graft. But what Terry is saying is this big oak here, oh, look at this side. Wow. Was probably much smaller.
And right at the end of this.
Right at the end of, this is number 8?
Yeah.
This is number 8. Wow. Oh, look at this. Look.
Oh, telephone pole.
Telephone pole. Right here. And you guys and girls that say, Russ, don't forget the telegraph poles. Here you go. Right there. And there's the butt that they cut off of it. I've often wondered, why did they cut the telephone poles down? Well, being a scrapper and raise 12 or 15 kids on my own, and every dollar counts, I've done a lot of scrapping over the years, and they used to cut them down to get the copper and brass off the top. But look at this one. They didn't take anything off. Oh well, they've got not much left. And there you go. There's where it would have been mounted to the downriggers that would have supplied electricity to number 8. I hope you guys are having as much fun as we are. You know where you are. You're back home in your comfy chairs. Here's another water line that goes right up there. So they used gravity to their advantage. Terry and I were just talking, you know, we've got our faction of followers and subscribers that like give us more telegraph poles, give us more old trucks. You figure this is the end of the road right here, and number 8 right here would have been the last one in line. So at some point in time, right here where we're standing, were parked 48 Chevys. And how old back you think the cars would have been that those guys and gals would have been driving back then, Terry?
Coming up here in 1941. We had cars back from the 20s.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't rule out 30s cars. You know, could have been a 36 Pontiac parked up here. Could have been a in the later years, in the last year they used this place when folks were still staying here, could have been a 55 Sunliner parked right here. One can only imagine. But
no, they would have the
here's where we are.
Sedan.
They would have had the country sedan with the wood paneling on it.
That's the Squire.
Yep.
Sedan was more expensive.
Yep. Here's a road that comes down, so they would have driven down this road right down there, and it's just amazing. And it was blacktop. This is blacktop. All right, so in keeping with the old cars, this is where Bob Johnson had a flat and he had a blowout, and he decided, honey, get the jack. And she said, our son's name is Bob. So he went and got the jack. It's a U.S. Royal. U.S. Royal. And this is the spoils of man left over from the days of yore, when Bob had his blowout on his
U.S. Royal Air Ride.
U.S. Royal Air Ride. Yeah, he had an air ride, all right. He come right down that hill. Whoa, boom, and he crashed right here. Cisterns over there. Number 1 through 8 were that way. We came back and we're going the opposite way now, and we've actually got number 9 here. So if you're keeping track, this would be the 9th, the evidence of the 9th one that we have found today. What do you suppose this was, Terry? Look, right here. Is that natural rock, or is that a foundation of sorts? Nah, I think it's natural rock. Yeah, nothing. Okay, so that's number 9 right there. I am standing on number 10. over there. Terry, before you get too far, backtrack. Come over here. I see something. I see something green popping up out of the woods here. Oh, green means copper. That's the old scrapper in me. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Oh, we got a big tank over there. We got a telegraph pole that was there. We got a transformer down there. We got another big 3-inch main coming up here. These are flow valves. Muller. Yep. So you got your flowage going that way and that way. Inch and a quarter flow valves. Little chunk of brass right there. All right, Terry found a Pepsi bottle. It's embossed and labeled out of Newburgh, New York. Right there you go. And he drank it all before I could get to him. I'm dying of thirst here, and he goes and drinks it all.
We're going down the system.
All right, where were we? This I was standing on this. This is 9. This is 10. This is number 10 right here. All right, he's got his artifacts. This is a piece of countertop from one of the 1905 Pullman cars converted into a Pullmanette here at Whaley Lake. And Terry is digging it out. Wow. There's your sink cutout. And we got a vine stopping it. But anyway, guys, you get a chance to see. There's the original countertop material right there. Looks like rubberized. Here it is. It's almost rubberized. Without a pair of loppers, Terry, we're not getting that. Wow. Leave that here. That's part of the archaeological. Oh gosh, look at all these pipes. And what's this?
Oh, this is one of them that rotted into the ground.
This is one that rotted into the ground. This is a piece of the car itself right here. That's iron. That's iron from the car right there. Look at it. There you go. That's the bottom belly pan of the car itself. Wow. Lost rail beds. Here's another piece here. Standing on it. Okay. Ah, look at this one.
Oh, that's the ceiling. Because it's got that,
I need two hands here all of a
it's got
sudden.
that embossed texture to it.
All right, we're gonna dig this out. We'll get a picture on the way out. He got it. There it is. That's from the ceiling. That's that embossment on the ceiling of a 1905 rail car from New York City. Out here, there's Whaley Lake. There's part of the countertop. It was in the kitchen. Here's all your waste lines right here. Poopy ran through those holes. Look at those big hubs on that.
Yeah. You know why this is all here?
Yeah.
Because look at where the far end support was. Here's the other one. The belly of this thing was sitting right on the ground.
Yeah.
So it rotted, and when they took all the major part of it away, this stayed.
Yep. So the reason there's a debris field of sorts of actual car parts, including parts that would have been in the kitchen and the DWV, drain, waste, and vent lines, is, as Terry described, that was raised up, elevated, and it was at ground level right here, and it just rotted into the ground. He's got another piece. What do you got there, buddy? More belly pan. Yep. So we have exceeded. This is number 11.
This one.
Yep. This is car. Not only are these footings from the 11th car that we've discovered, these are actual parts of the actual car. So we have exceeded our expectations of finding, at best, any kind of evidence up here where there were a car or two.
Not just junk, extraordinary junk.
We've got extraordinary junk. You heard it from him first. Wow, this is a good score. Number, which is this, 11? 11. 11 lies tall in our books. All right, kids, we're still on number 11. This is the debris field we just exposed for you up there. We came down over the bank a little bit and we found this piece. Terry thinks this is a big piece that was mounted right behind the bumper of one of the rail cars.
The bumper was up here. This had to have been something for...
It's a roller for cables.
Yeah.
Yep. So number 11 has proven to be a really good score on the debris field of stuff that we've found. Here's the big DWV waste pipes. Yeah, well, their water came from one spot and their poopies went to another. And the big question remains, never the two shall meet. One can only imagine. Transformer. Watch out, it's got PCBs in it. Yeah. Now kids, I know you know what transformers are modern day. Those toys, those plastic toys that you make things, one thing out of another. What's this? Gas can. Oh, we got writing. Motor oil, STA. All right, Terry, here we are again.
Arm.
F-arm. We got an ST, looks like A. Motor oil.
Oil Star.
Oil Star. Oil Star motor oil. Nice. We'll try to get a picture.
Arm.
There it is.
Stage.
Oil State. Oil State motor oil. All right, that's got to be Pennsylvania. We'll get a picture of one of those and post it up what it looks like and what this used to look like. What you're looking at here and here is number 12. And Terry and I both concurred this was the one with the view. Number 12 was the prime choice spot so far. But we have discovered 12 today. What the heck is he digging on there and scratching over and climbing on? What do you got there, mister? Remember how about the Bugs Bunny episode where he took off on that big old propane tank spaceship up into space? Ooh, is that real chain or is that plastic? Look at the size of that. Oh, here's for your artifact collection. Terry, you having a good time today so far?
Nah, this sucks.
Up yonder, up on the hill, is number 11 and our big debris field. So the power of water and wind and turbulence in Mother Nature brought another piece of number 11 down here. And there it is. All right, so somebody ought to run quickly up to Schenectady, New York and tell GE that we found missing number 10538. Here it is. Do we get a reward? And here we have number 13. 13 to date, documented. Right here. Look what they had in their backyard. Here's number 14. There and here. Greatly disturbed in the location and the angle of what they were on, but this is site number 14 right here. And they also had that beautiful rock ledge in their backyard. All right, we're back at the truck. Some of the artifacts. We got a nice Coca-Cola bottle. New York, New York. That mouthpiece of that Coke bottle has DNA from sanitation workers.
Oh, there's a garbage.
And there's the Pepsi bottle. A couple of clinkers, and there's the motor oil can.
Hey, there you have it, kids. I lost battery at the end there, so the last couple videos were cut short. We just took them out. Anyway, the last clip you saw there was on the bumper of the truck, some of the artifacts that we found, and we found 14 sets of footings for the 1905 wood-bodied rail cars that were brought up there from New York City to Whaley Lake to Camp Sanita Hills for the sanitation workers. We do plan on going back. There were 85 to 90 of them total. We plan on going back. Thanks for watching this rather long video here on Lost Rail Beds. Terry and I appreciate it. And Caitlin, you got your hands full editing this one.